YouTube, what's happening? So today on the Ram 3500 we are gonna change the transfer case fluids. Fun job if you live somewhere crappy like Alberta, Canada, because it gets just full of crap. So let's get at this and show you guys my little ways of doing things. So sorry about the photo quality, guys. Apparently my little tripod that I have is too big for this. It doesn't fit under my truck. So this one here is your fill plug. This one here is your drain plug. As you can see, the threads are pretty mangled. Not mangled by being damaged, but just they're pretty freaking dirty. I don't know what that is. But so what I'm gonna do before anything is I'm gonna spray these with brake clean, and then come with me. And then we have brake clean and a nice little wire brush. That's always a good idea to just wire brush everything. And I'm not a guy that typically wears safety glasses. My wife gives me shit all the time. I have them. Anytime you're using a wire brush, please do yourself a favor. Do not do this job without glasses on. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get those cleaned. Be right back. So once you get them, oh, I guess my phone's upside down. Sorry about that. I guess once you get them pretty clean, that's kind of good enough. I've seen a lot of guys talking in the past and even recently about these being a 10 mil. That is a square hole. So is that. So it's just going to be your 3/8 ratchet that goes into there, and it's going to be basically doing it the same as you do if you have a stock drain plug. There's going to be a video coming up on the new system I have. There's going to be another piece hanging down there for no spill. That's going to be a pretty sweet system. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pop out the top plug. Always guys, do the top plug first, because if you pull the bottom plug and it comes but the top doesn't, you lose all your fluid and you're not refilling it. So I forgot to mention another thing. It's going to pour out of the drain plug pretty quick. I got my drip pan sitting on a couple pieces of wood. Prop it up a little bit, get it a little closer to the pan. Kind of this is the longest part of this job, other than filling, is just waiting for it to drain. Drain as much out as you can. Get yourself a beer, relax, play the waiting game. So we're gonna get this plug out. By the way, the top one came out great. Didn't fight with it, just literally no taps, no nothing, just give it a little bit and she came. So here we go with the bottom. So I'm aware that some trucks take ATF, others are specific Borg Warner fluid. If you look at my plug, just the remnants on it, it looks like transmission. It's absolutely not transmission fluid. I'm gonna pan over and show you guys the bottles first. It does different things. Dodge in their infinite wisdom decided to use power steering, or transmission fluid for their power steering. Basically almost transmission fluid for brakes. They're cheap, they're shit. We know. We only buy these trucks for the motor, right? So, yep, make sure you get what your truck calls for. Read your owner's manual, it's in there. Just do yourself the favor, don't mess around with your transfer case. If you've ever had to rebuild one, they are a mother. So that's just my 2 cents. Didn't even get half a beer in. Jesus. So if you've ever watched my channel, you know that I am pretty anal about not only getting my plugs nice and clean, like that guy right there, but I'm also very meticulous with my torque wrenches. So a little bit of background on me. I used to be a machinist and a tool maker when I was young, and plugs like this, I ran a gun drill. Plugs like that have to be tight. I see that plug and something happens in my brain that says, you know, put the Hulk strength to it and break that sucker if you have to. The casing is aluminum. The plug is steel. The plug will win against the steel, and then your transfer case is just dicked for the rest of your life unless you put a new case in, which is pretty complicated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna basically go hand tight until I can't. And I'm already into where the threads were. So I got my torque wrench set at about 20, what do I have it at? 25 foot-pounds. I'm gonna try that. Every spec I've seen says between 30 and 40. It seems like a lot to me. I'll see what 20 looks like. 25, sorry. And I'm not gonna put any Teflon thread seal. I'm not gonna put RTV. I'm not gonna do any of that on that plug. I'm gonna let the plug do its thing. If it starts leaking, then, you know, my bad. I wasted a lot of money because this fluid's not cheap and I'll have to change it. So I'll hopefully remember to give you guys an update on that whenever I check it. So this is the stuff that everybody has to buy because of that part right there, the Borg Wardener. I went to Napa, I looked online, even Amazon and Napa, this is what they sell. They don't sell you anything else. Do what you want, but that's just how I'm gonna keep doing it. So job's complete, refilled. Just got the plugs back in. I was gonna torque them, but I don't know, I'm a little gun shy about aluminum casing with a steel NPT plug. If you don't know what NPT means, means National Pipe Thread, and it is a coarse thread that is tapered. So the harder you put it in, the more it opens up the hole that it's going into. So most people are strong enough with a 3/8 ratchet to crack that aluminum casing. I stopped early. I kind of just went back to where the threads were originally and gave it like an 1/8 of a turn, maybe a 1/4 of a turn, just for, you know, my own stupidity and confidence, I guess. And I'll be monitoring that. So that is the basic steps of how to change transfer case oil. Have a great day.